Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simple English Talks. I'm so glad you're here with us today. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a regular listener, we are so happy to have you.
Hey, great to be here. I was actually just talking to my neighbor this morning, and it made me think about today's topic. You'll see why in just a second.
I love that. Sometimes the best English lessons come from real life, and today we have one of those topics that confuses so many learners, even intermediate and advanced students.
That's so true. Today we're going to look at two words that seem almost identical. They feel like they mean the same thing, but they don't always work the same way in English.
We're talking about speak and talk, two very common verbs. You've heard them both 100 times, but do you know when to use one and not the other?
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly when to say speak and when to say talk. You'll feel much more confident using both words naturally in real conversations.
And here's a little challenge for you right now. Before we explain anything, write in the comments, do you think speak and talk mean the same thing? Yes or no? We'd love to see your answers.
Ooh, I love that. Let's see what you all think. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button on Simple English Talks so you never miss an episode. We post new content all the time to help your English grow.
All right, let's jump in. This is going to be a really useful one.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Both speak and talk are verbs. They both involve using your voice and communicating with words. That's why so many learners use them interchangeably, and honestly, sometimes you can. But there are important differences that will make your English sound much more natural.
Right. So let's start with speak. Speak often feels more one directional. It's like one person producing language, sometimes at a group, sometimes in a formal setting. For example, the professor will speak to the students about the exam. One person delivering information.
Exactly. And here's another one. Can you please speak more slowly? You're asking one person to adjust how they're producing language. It's focused on that one speaker.
Now, talk is usually more two directional. It's just a back and forth conversation between two or more people. Like I said at the beginning, I was talking to my neighbor this morning. We were having a little chat. Both of us were involved. That's talk.
Oh, I love that difference. So speak is more like a one-way delivery and talk is more like a two-way exchange. Can you feel that difference?
Yes, and here are a few more examples to make it really clear. We need to talk. That means we need to have a conversation. Both of us. She talked to her boss about a raise. Again, a two-way discussion. Now compare that with he spoke at the conference. One person addressing an audience.
So here's a simple formula to remember. Speak, one person, often formal, one direction. Talk, two or more people, often informal, back and forth. Write that down if you can.
And here's a great practice question for you. Write in the comments, which feels more formal to you, speak or talk? Trust your instinct.
Now let's look at the negative forms too, because those come up a lot. Don't speak to me like that. This is firm, a little serious, right? It's addressing someone's manner of speaking. Don't talk to me right now. This feels more casual, like you just don't want a conversation at that moment.
Yes. The emotion behind them is slightly different too. Don't speak to me like that has a more formal, serious tone. Don't talk to me is more everyday, even a little moody sometimes.
Which one would your mom say to you?
Oh, definitely don't speak to me like that. That's a classic parent phrase.
Ha, mine too. Okay, so the key takeaway here, speak is often more formal or one-directional. Talk is more casual and conversational. Both are correct and common, but context matters.
Great start. In the next section, we'll look at how these two words behave differently with grammar because the structures they use are actually different, and that trips up a lot of learners.
All right, now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at how speak and talk are used differently in terms of grammar structure, because this is one of the most common sources of mistakes.
Yes. So first, let's talk about speak. One of the most important uses of speak is when you're talking about languages. You always say speak a language, never talk a language. So she speaks French. Do you speak Arabic? He doesn't speak English very well yet, but he's learning.
That's such an important rule. You would never say she talks French. That sounds completely wrong to a native ear. It's always speak with languages. I speak 3 languages. Can you say that out loud right now? Go ahead. I speak and fill in your language.
I love that. Tell us in the comments too. What languages do you speak? We really want to know.
Now, talk has its own special grammar patterns. Talk is often followed by about. We talked about our weekend. Can we talk about the problem? They're always talking about football.
Right, and speak can also be followed by about, but it sounds a bit more formal. The CEO spoke about the company's future. That's formal. But we talked about our plans? That's casual. Every day.
So here's a tip. First, use speak for languages always. Second, use talk about for casual conversations. Third, use speak about for formal presentations or serious announcements.
And here's another grammar difference. Speak can be used without an object. Please don't speak during the film. Just speak, no object needed. Talk usually wants more information. Talk to someone or talk about something. You wouldn't usually just say, please don't talk during the film. Well, actually you can, but it sounds a tiny bit more informal.
That's a subtle one. So speak feels more complete on its own, and talk wants a partner or a topic.
Exactly. Think about a no talking sign in a library versus a silence, no speaking sign. Both exist, but the library sign usually says no talking, more casual, more everyday. A court or a ceremony might say no speaking.
Oh, that's such a great real-life example. Okay, here's a quick practice. I'll give you a sentence and you decide, speak or talk. Ready? Do you blank Spanish? What do you think?
Speak. Always speak with languages. Do you speak Spanish?
Perfect. Next one. We need to blank about what happened last night.
Talk. We need to talk about what happened. Very natural.
Great job, everyone! Write your own example in the comments using either speak about or talk about. Let's see what you come up with.
So, to review this section, speak goes with languages and works well in formal one-directional contexts. Talk loves the word about and fits naturally in casual two-way conversation. Those 2 patterns alone will improve your English a lot.
Okay, we've covered the basic difference and the grammar patterns. Now let's look at some specific phrases and expressions that use speak or talk, because English has a lot of fixed expressions with these verbs, and you can't swap them.
Yes, this is so important. Some expressions are locked. They only work with one verb. Let's start with speak expressions. Speak your mind. This means say what you're really thinking. Don't be afraid to speak your mind in the meeting.
Oh, I love that one. Speak up. This means either speak louder or say something when you have an opinion. Speak up. I can't hear you. Or if you disagree, please speak up.
Generally speaking, this is a great phrase to add to your vocabulary. It means in general or broadly. Generally speaking, English grammar is logical. You can use this to sound very natural and fluent.
Now let's look at talk expressions. Talk someone into something. This means to convince someone. She talked me into trying sushi, and now I love it.
Talk it over. This means to discuss something, usually a problem or a decision. Let's talk it over before we decide. That's so natural and useful.
Small talk. Oh, this is a big one. Small talk means light, casual conversation, usually with people you don't know well. At a party, at work, waiting in line. I'm not great at small talk, but I'm getting better.
And you can't say small speak. That would sound very strange. It's always small talk. These fixed expressions are really important to learn as whole phrases.
Here's a fun mini practice. I'll say a situation and you choose the right expression. Ready? You want to convince your friend to come to a party with you. Which expression do you use? Speak them into it or talk them into it?
Talk them into it. I talked my friend into coming to the party. Perfectly natural.
Great! Now, you're in a meeting and you want people to hear your opinion louder. Do you speak up or talk up?
Speak up. Please speak up. Everyone needs to hear your idea.
You're getting it. Say these expressions out loud as we say them. It really helps them stick in your memory. Try saying speak your mind and talk it over right now.
These fixed phrases are like little vocabulary gifts. Learn them as whole chunks, and they'll come out naturally when you need them. Don't try to translate them word by word from your language, just learn them as complete ideas.
Exactly. And write in the comments which expression is your favorite from today. I personally love speak your mind. It just sounds so strong and confident.
Mine is small talk, because once you know that phrase, so many social situations suddenly make sense. To wrap up this section, fixed expressions with speak and talk are not interchangeable. Learn them as complete phrases, and you'll sound incredibly natural.
Okay, now it's time for everyone's favorite part, common mistakes. And honestly, I have made every single one of these mistakes myself when I was learning, so don't feel bad if any of these sound familiar.
Same here. Mistakes are just part of the learning process. Let's look at 4 really common ones.
Mistake number 1, using talk with languages. She talks French. This is wrong. Remember, it's always speak with languages. She speaks French. The rule is simple and firm. Language plus speak. Always.
Why is talks French wrong? Because talk implies a conversation, a back and forth. French isn't a conversation partner, it's a skill you have. So speak is the right verb for a skill or ability.
Mistake number 2, saying speak to when you mean an informal conversation. Hey, I need to speak to you about something. Now, this isn't completely wrong, but if you're texting a friend casually, I need to talk to you sounds much more natural. Speak to in casual texting sounds a little stiff, a little formal. Save speak to for more serious or formal situations.
Right. Imagine your friend texts you, I need to speak to you. You'd probably think, oh no, what did I do? It sounds very serious. But I need to talk to you is just normal and friendly. Mistake number 3, we talked French the whole evening. No, no, no. Again, languages go with speak. We spoke French the whole evening. Beautiful. And here's a funny one. Mistake number 4, mixing up speak up and talk up. Some learners say, can you talk up, please? When they mean, can you speak up, please? Speak up is the fixed expression for speaking louder. Talk up isn't really used in that way in standard English.
Remember, fixed expressions don't bend. Speak up, speak your mind, small talk, talk it over. Learn them as they are.
Here's a practice prompt. Can you correct this sentence? My sister talks 4 languages. Write the correct version in the comments. We'll be reading your answers.
And remember, every mistake you make is just a step toward getting it right. Native speakers make grammar mistakes too. The goal is communication, and you're already doing amazing just by learning.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to speak or talk, even when you're not sure you're perfect. Real fluency comes from practice, not from waiting until you're perfect. You've got this.
Alright, let's do some interactive practice. This is the fun part. I'm going to give you 2 sentences, and you choose which one sounds more natural. Ready? Let's go!
Oh, I love this activity. Okay, everyone, say your answer out loud. Actually say it, don't just think it. Speaking out loud is the best practice.
Situation 1. You want to tell someone about a language skill. Option A, I talk Spanish and Italian. Option B, I speak Spanish and Italian. Which one?
Option B, absolutely. I speak Spanish and Italian. Speak for languages always.
Situation 2. You and your partner need to make an important decision together. Option A, let's speak it over tonight. Option B, let's talk it over tonight. Which sounds right?
Option B again. Let's talk it over. That's the fixed expression. Talk it over, meaning discuss it together.
Situation 3. Your teacher is presenting a lesson to the whole class. Option A, the teacher is talking to the class about grammar. Option B, the teacher is speaking to the class about grammar. Both are okay, but which feels more natural for a formal classroom?
Option B feels more natural in a formal classroom setting. The teacher is speaking to the class. Speak for more formal, one directional situations. Though option A isn't wrong.
Situation 4. Your friend is being too quiet at a party, and you want to encourage them to say what they think. Option A, come on, talk your mind. Option B, come on, speak your mind. Which one?
Option B, speak your mind. That's the fixed expression. You can't swap speak for talk in that phrase.
Now, here's your challenge. Create your own sentence using either speak or talk and post it in the comments. It can be anything from your daily life. We will read them and we love seeing your progress.
Yes, and remember, don't aim for perfection, aim for communication. If someone understands you, you're already winning. Real conversation is more important than perfect grammar every single time. You've got this.
Wow, what a great episode. I'm really proud of everything we covered today. We went deep on speak and talk, and I think your English is already better than it was 25 minutes ago.
It really was a packed episode. Let me do a quick summary of the 3 big things we learned today. Number 1, speak is more formal and often one-directional. It's used with languages and in professional or serious contexts. Number 2, talk is more casual and suggests a two-way conversation. It loves the word about and feels natural in everyday speech. Number 3, fixed expressions like speak your mind, speak up, small talk, and talk it over are locked phrases. Don't swap speak and talk in these, just learn them as complete expressions.
That's a perfect summary. And honestly, the biggest takeaway is this. Both words are incredibly common and useful. You don't need to be afraid of them. Once you feel the difference in formality and direction, it starts to feel natural very quickly.
Here's a little reflective question for you. Think about your day today. Did you speak to anyone formally? Did you talk to a friend or family member? Can you remember one conversation and think about which verb fits better?
I love that. Really picture it in your mind. That kind of reflection is what turns knowledge into real language ability. And if you want to keep building your English every day, make sure you're subscribed to Simple English Talks right now. Hit that bell so you never miss a new episode. And if today's episode helped you, please share it with a friend who's learning English. It really helps our channel grow. Leave us a comment telling us one thing you learned today, or try using speak or talk in a sentence of your own. We genuinely read your comments and love hearing from you all around the world. You are doing something wonderful by learning every single day. It takes courage and consistency, and you should be really proud of yourself. Thank you so much for spending this time with us on Simple English Talks. Keep practicing, keep speaking, keep talking, and we'll see you next time.